Yo, what's going on, guys? Riot is out of control. They decided to buff MF even though she was already a top 5 AD carry. They made her Q feel way smoother. It's a proper auto attack resetter now. Even if you have loads of attack speed, it feels super smooth. Plus, it has some additional damage, base damage at later ranks as well. On top of that, they made her E a larger slow, which is great because you normally max it last. It's an additional 10% slow at rank 1, which feels really nice. On top of that, they did buff her W, giving it way too much attack speed and lowering the mana cost. They decided to walk that back though and change that pretty much immediately because she's just too strong. Even after walking back her W buffs, she is still an S+ AD carry with the highest win rate and pick rate out of any AD carry in the game. So for our runes, we have Press the Attack, Presence of Mind, Bloodlines with coup de grace, biscuits, free boots, attack speed, 80, and armor. We're gonna go ahead and start with Q, auto attack Q reset, get all the minions. You want to try to bounce your Q up and kill stuff with it when you do to maximize its damage to get a big crit like that. She just took basically 2 auto attacks worth of damage from 1 long range ability. If you can always keep a minion in between you and your opponent, that's fairly ideal. We're going to swap targets so we can reapply passive, hit him with an auto attack Q reset. We're going to walk this chick down. I canceled that auto. I thought I was in turret range. I didn't want to soak a shot. It's not bad though. I got her heal. We have full lane control. We can kind of do whatever we want. We'll go ahead and hit a potion and just try to keep our CS high. They get close enough to the minions, we'll pop them. I don't really want to get E level 2 here. Yeah, we'll just go for W. Attack speed, auto attack, auto Q reset. Couldn't quite find the Q reset. Auto Q, down she goes. Misfortune plays a lot as a shredder now, very much so. She has really good wave clear with her W. Just keep swapping targets and your passive puts it on a lower cooldown. It's so much easier to farm with your Q. It's such a fast animation. It's a really, really good auto attack reset. So yeah, she plays a lot as a shredder. All of her top builds involve Kraken Slayer into Collector IE for max damage possible. We could go ahead and leave now. We don't really need to stay. We already got a plate. Keep swapping targets and using our W here. Auto attack Q reset. Now we'll go ahead and leave. First item back, you want to get as much of your Kraken as possible. We'll just go for a pickaxe and a potion. That's fine by me. Pickaxe, potion, and a ward. You don't really need refill on this champion, especially since we have a Soraka. It's not going to be necessary at all. Your worst matchups on MF are champions who can consistently cancel your R. Your R has absurd AD scaling, like absolute high bonkers amount of damage. You can pretty much solo carry fights with your R. It's so high. And it even scales with crit, so really, really nice. That's why you want to go full crit MF, max damage MF build, Kraken Collector into IE. It's the most AD and most crit possible that you can get. Auto Q reset. We're going to go ahead and flick on our W to try to get all of these. Going to max Q first, W second, and E last. There's nothing to really bounce onto this guy. These minions are in a weird spot at the moment. Try to bounce that onto her there. Couldn't quite find it. And that's really easy to last hit on because of her passive. We're going to pop our W into E. Walk this down. Nice. It's a lot of autos. Auto attack Q reset. We're going to flick on our W again for the movement speed and attack speed. Auto attack him down. He's out of mana. He's literally out of mana. Down he goes. Karthus runs really fast, especially in the early game, before he has his items and whatnot. I'm going to go ahead and pop my biscuits. The lower on health and mana you are, the more your biscuits give you. And we are about to reset anyways, but every time you use your biscuits, it increases your maximum mana. We're about to base, so I would like to get a full maxed out mana bar. Pop it with the Q and we'll get the heck out of here. You don't want to throw your gold, shut down gold. You also don't want to fight while you're sitting on a lot of gold to spend because they just got the base. She basically has as much gold spent as me right here. We'll look for the Noon Quiver and head back to lane. Easiest way to hold them inside of your R is, or to just hold them still in general so you can hit them with autos, is to land a good E. Really, really powerful slow, starting out at 50% even from level 1. Kind of absurd. AP/MF isn't really worth playing. It's more of a niche novelty. You do it for fun. But in terms of the raw AD scaling, since her R scales so well with AD, 75% AD scaling versus 20% AP scaling, it's just not really worth the AP. Plus, it scales off the crit as well. Your W's attack speed super high. 40% level 1 for 4 seconds is really, really good. Plus, you passively get movement speed if you haven't been attacked. And you can reset that even if you've been attacked by actually activating your W. I'm going to need to thin this out. Found the bounce. You just took 250 damage from one ability. This Soraka is being really aggressive. I like it. Really, really aggressive. Jinx is playing pretty far back. The wave is in a very soft style freeze here. It's focusing Soraka since she's hit them, but it's in kind of a slow push style mode there. Once we have R, we can kill them underneath turret anyways. She's missing out on some CS because she's playing so far back right now. Go ahead and dump the wave, pop a W to do it. Keep swapping our target to activate our passive. Karthus is trying to gank. Jinx is literally dead. I'll attack Q. Wipe this guy with our R, cancel it. Pop heal early for movement speed. Auto Q reset, down he goes. So yeah, your worst matchups on MF are champions who can consistently cancel your R. An Ashe R, it's going to stun you, or a Tristana R that pushes you away, or a Vague Cage is very frustrating to play against. Even with that being said, against challenging matchups like Ashe and Tristana, MF has a 50% win rate against them. She doesn't really have bad matchups. The closest thing is really the Vigar, who she only has a 44% win rate against. Not many people can pull Vigar off. That's usually more of a higher elo thing. You'll see really good Vigar players, D1 plus, who know how to position and carry. Biggest mistake MF players is forgetting to use their W. Utilizing the attack speed is extremely valuable. Like I said, 40% for 4 seconds at level 1 is a very high amount. You need it for pushing waves and for all-in style fights. It's on such a short cooldown too, because every time you apply your passive to something, so you auto something, then you auto that. Every time you auto something different, you're applying your passive, and it peels off nearly 2 seconds from your W. So realistically, your W is only a few autos of a cooldown. So it's another perk of having high attack speed. Your W basically doesn't have cooldown, which gives you essentially infinite and indefinite bonus attack speed, along with a lot of indefinite movement speed. Oh, it's annoying, Brand. Get another point in our queue. Don't know where Karthus is, but we're so fed now. I think we'll just end 15 and do a part 2, because these guys... Brand threw lane early against Soraka. Brand support isn't that viable, and this Soraka is actually pretty decent. She's playing very aggro, which is what you want against a weak support like Brand. Auto Q reset, down she goes. Couldn't quite kill her with my R there. We'll pop Biscuit and Potion. Want to get back to full health. We'll use W to shove wave as well. Pop it again. Keep switching targets. MF's wave clear is actually insanely good because of W. We'll look for W max second. Got her with our E into R there. She really had nowhere to go. Karthus is trying to do something, but he can't. Soraka heals are too good. Soraka's an insane counter to Karth. I don't mind resetting here. We're sitting on a lot of gold. We can grab a huge chunk of collector. Go pickaxe into longsword. Spend as much of our gold as possible. Yeah, level 1, 50% movement speed, so that's so good. Basically a level 1 Nasus Wither. She's a bit too strong. I think they need to nerf her R. I think they should make her R to where it's just good, but if you build her AP, it's amazing. Because if you build her AP, all of her abilities suck except for her E, and her E isn't quite good enough to justify AP MF. So you really always go AD MF, even if you're playing her support. AD MF is a 1v9 style carry. One of the best scaling champs in the game with R. Soraka clearly wants to back. I don't blame her. She's sitting on a lot of gold. Shoved. Big CS lead. Pop back onto our W here. She's got nowhere to go. Auto attack E. Got her flash. Brand reset. She's gonna miss out on all this minions in terms of XP. Kind of want to keep her away from the turret. That was a good Soraka block. Yeah, eat that, Jinx. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Soraka doesn't realize it, but she just bounced the Brandar back onto me. The Brandar tether range is kind of insane. Because on one or two of those bounces, Soraka was pretty far away. Like a full thresh auto away from me. I overstayed. We got pinched super hard there. They get my shutdown. It's very unfortunate. Big throw by me. For your boots on MF, Berserks or Swifties are fine. Against their team, I'm actually feeling the Swifties. They have a really big Karth slow Wall of Pain. They have a Jinx slow. Brand's probably going to pick up a Rylai's at some point. So Swifties are going to be what we want. You only go Berserks if you really need them to shred down a tank like a Rammus or an Ornn. Otherwise, Swifties keep you in a good spot to pop Rs. You can position much cleaner. Hey Brand, I'm fast as heck, brah. I'm fast as heck, brah. I'm fast as heck, brah. Auto attack Q reset, down you go. Our Q is doing 300 damage. Not that much, actually. About double in auto attack, but they've made it such a smooth auto attack animation that it's solid. Plus, if it bounces off something, it crits. Oh, accidentally just pressed R. Nice. Very cool. Got the MF, or I should say the Jinx Ghost. A lot of AD carries are running Ghost these days. Really wanted to auto that. Gonna refrain. Now that we have outer bot turret, we should group. You don't want to stay to where you have a massive distance for getting to safety to a turret. So now if we shoved up here, it would take too long to retreat to safety. Pop him with a slow. Auto attack Q reset. Couldn't quite find it because he's moving really fast. Nice try, buddy. Auto attack Q reset. Down you go. Wish my R was up. Could devastate them if it was. Hopefully he got that. He's trying to hit me. Almost got the bounce on the Karthus. What I was looking for. There it is. 316. The crit feels good. Oh, we're still pretty quick because of Swifties. Great Soraka silence. Man, I wish I had my R. I trolled. Auto attack Q reset. Down he goes. I have Soraka to pill for me. I also have Swifties, so I'm moving decently quick. Should probably let Soraka pick these up. Yeah, Kedden's fast. I R'd late. I gotta get out of here. This is just a bad position. We've had 2 rough R's in a row. 2 rough ones. Oh, we gotta get out. Got Collector. You don't really do Mana Moon on MF anymore. It's not unviable, but her 3 highest win rate builds are all Collector Rush. Or I should say all Kraken into Collector. It looks like Kraken Collector IE, Kraken Bloodthirster IE, and Kraken Lord Dom's IE. So if you need to shred tanks, it'd be Lord Dom second. I guess if you need more shield and self-heal, you'd be Bork second. Should just be able to just group and end, especially if I stop wasting my R. Let's pop it down with W. 70% attack speed off for 4. Their turret's nearly gone off that. There it is. Oh, I thought we had it. Found the bounce. It got Jinx as well. Got our E on him. He's dead. Probably didn't need the Vigar there. It's whatever. They can't group up is the tough thing. If you group versus MF, you kind of want to split push versus her with something like a Tryndamere or Jax, because she can't solo those type of champs, but she can certainly outvalue them in a team fight style area. I'll let Vay get those. Always want to E before you are, just like so. Couldn't quite find what we were looking for since they weren't committed to the fight. We'll just leave. We're slowly chip. Ooh, Sharka needs to R. Dang. We need to get out of here. We're taking a little bit too much damage, just being greedy. Oh, I was gonna try to save him. Auto attack Q reset and E. Down you go, buddy. Back up our Vigar. Why do I have a dagger? It's weird. Now it's time to go for IE max damage build. Max damage. I want a big team fight so we can R. MFR is best used as a fiddle R. The fight's already happening and everyone's fully committed, and then you pop it. And these last 3 times, no one's really been committed. And we're just trying to. We've been using it more like a Jhin R just to snipe. Solid healing. He's dead. Auto Q reset. Couldn't find the Q reset. Q is the same exact range as your autos, but what you're doing is just using it as a pure auto attack resetter. Is what it is. Kind of like a Garen Q or a Shyvana Q. Karthus is bot side. I'm free to steal this, so it's not here. Guess I should group down here. I don't know what Soraka's doing. Just trying to 1v2, stall them out. Karthus tier 1 boots, Darius tier 2s. Karthus exhaust coming in clutch. Karthus is blocking me off. Darius has nowhere to go. I want an assist. Darius is getting slowed like crazy. Got destroyed by our passive. Passive does an extra 224 damage. That's a lot. I think MF has too much attack speed, honestly. Her attack speed steroid is bigger than most AD carries at 100% when maxed. On top of having just raw damage from her passive kind of for free. Thanks for walking into me, Nunu. There you go, buddy. He walked the Brand passive into me, and then it applied it to me because I already had double burn from Brand on me. What a goose. Jinx is going to get a big speed up. I don't know if Ken is actually going to be able to get away though. Yeah, he's a goner. He's a goner. We're moving 467. We're moving substantially faster than her. Plus we got our W attack speed on. Auto attack Q reset. Down she goes. Yeah, we'll definitely do a part 2. This one was really short. Don't want to die to the Darius. Yeah. She chunks, man. She hurts. She hurts real bad. You move so fast with Swifties. A lot of melees simply can't keep up. 475 right now is really, really fast. We have our W max at this point, so the movement speed is pretty good. Pretty solid. MF probably has, yeah, she has 325 base movement speed, because if she had like 330, 340 move base, she'd be insane. Most range champs are 325 to 335. Most melees are 330 to 355. Like more, it's probably 340, right? Ah, 335. Veigar 325. Whoa, Veiga has a base movement speed of 340. Jeez, that's kind of high. Soraka's 325. That makes more sense. 340 for range is really pushing it. He must have gotten that back when Veigar wasn't a very viable champ. There's been long stretches of time where Veigar is just a weird off-meta niche pick. He's fairly viable these days. You see him a lot. He's viable mid, support, even jungle, really. R's on a cooldown. They cage missed. We'll wait for the R. Even without building any ability haste items, R is still a pretty short cooldown. Doesn't seem like anyone wants to team fight though. And you started that from way too far away. Now it's just a weird forced fight. So we're gonna sit back and ER if they go in. Never be the front line on MF. You're always sitting in the back waiting to light them up. Did some damage. Gonna pop him with the ER here. Once I can see him. If he was a little bit closer, I would have done it. I would also prefer to hit a multi-R rather than just Karthus, because he might even... I guess he doesn't have Zanius. Yeah, goodbye. Jinx is doing some damage now. She really is. Just similar items to me at this point. We bounced our Q over the minion to hit the brand. Your Q applies on-hit effects, so press the attack. If you did build a Bork or Wit's End for whatever reason, your Q would apply it. It's not really worth building on-hit items though, since MF has such a great raw AD scaling, plus her R scales off crit, so... If we land a full R, it's gonna do 4,000 damage right now, so... Pretty big. Pretty immense. Pop W. And we'll be leaving here shortly. It's so funny that they're like, okay, we need a buffer because she has 17 skins, not including base skin or chromas. And then, because she's already top 5, turned her S++ tier, and then they nerfed her. They took away some of the buff, and then she's still like S+ tier. I don't have R. Drop E, auto into Q. Oh, she already flashed. That's my bad. Oh, it's so annoying. Just wasted my flash. I didn't even realize Jinx flashed. I had my cam on lock cam there for a second. Unfortunate. Bounce it off that. Get the crit. Otherwise, your Q doesn't crit. It has to kill something. Second shot can critically strike. It always critically strikes at the first shot. I guess your Q can just raw critically strike, but it will always critically strike if it kills the first target it hits. Interesting. Very interesting. I have 40% crit, so there's a good chance it's already gonna crit. There it is. Not the most impactful R in the game, but still getting a cheap kill is a cheap kill. Your R has more range than your auto, so if you're lighting someone up and they break out of your auto range, you can always whip them with the R. Boom! Eat on that Karthus. Backline minions are the perfect ones to bounce Q off because they're squishier, so they're more likely to die from it than a melee creep. Got it. Yeah, it's GG's. We'll go ahead and do a part 2 because this was really short. Their bot lane got devastated super early on. So I will see you guys in part 2. Yo, welcome back guys to part 2 of MF in the bot lane after the buffs. Up against a Samira. I don't think this is a bad matchup by any means. We just need to play towards MF strengths, which is her level 6. And I think level 3 power spike really. Level 1's just about softening them up with Qs whenever they're up. Team wants to do an invade. I'm not against it. The enemy comp is going to be very easy for me to R, other than Seraphine canceling my R with her R and Talia. So I'm going to have to watch out for those two champions in particular. They're long-ranged hard CCs that can cancel my R. As long as I can dance around that, should be able to land some big ones. We got a Singe mid. I haven't seen that in a while. It was super meta there for a little bit, and then they nerfed it. That'll be interesting to see. I doubt it will do well against a Talia, though. Fleet, huh? I no one has played with Predator. Samir to cleanse. That's not going to be that useful against me and Bard. You can't cleanse the Bard R anyways, and Bard R works really well with MFR. So it looks like I'm going to be playing bot lane kind of solo here. Bard went in for an immediate roam. I don't like that at all. At least I guess our Lilia got a good start, but I missed a full minion of XP. It's unfortunate. Gonna hit a late level 2. We'll just play safe. Oh, never mind. Samir out of position. Look for the full press the attack. Auto Q reset. Couldn't find the Q. Getting off the full press the attack is awesome though. A whole lot of damage. Gotta thin this out a little bit before it crashes. It's about where we want it. Put a ward in the bush. Put a pop on there and there. Now that we have our W, last thing is going to be even easier. I'm going to hit her with the Q off the back line. She steps up again. Aw, she's not really stepping out where I want her to. She's not going near her minions really. That was an interesting cleanse. I guess she felt she really needed to do that. Bard's Q's on cooldown, so we don't want to fight that all in. After he started to retreat, I can use my abilities, but we don't want to take that. Why? She burnt her sum to basically get out of it. Might as well just leave it as it is. That's nice. Auto Q reset. We're going to run this down. Got her with the E. She's low health. I don't even need to use a potion here. Got our W on. We can't quite finish her. We lost some minions for it, but it's definitely worth. They got too aggressive. If you're going to run something like Cleanse or Ghost as an AD carry, you have to keep in mind that that's not actually going to help you in a lot of fights. Like me having heals, a 2-person speed up and a 2-person heal. The Cleanse itself doesn't actually heal you, and it certainly doesn't speed up you or your ally. Pop our W to push this. I'm going to chuck some biscuits as well so I can have mana for our W. Since we're low health, low mana, we're getting quite a bit out of the biscuit. And then more W spams. And then we can look for the reset. Ooh, he found it. Nice. Got our auto Q. Sweet. Yeah, the Q on the press the attack, it synergizes so well because the PTA burst hits while as the Q hits, it really surprises them. Bard's landing some really good Qs. These are really, really nice. MF plays best with hard, I think hard CC supports that can set up her R. I think she plays pretty well Bard unless he kind of messes up his R. Bards should always R first and then MF R, because MF can time her R to hit them right as they're coming out of Bard R. But if MF starts her R first and then Bard R, it ruins everything. I guess that's the flip side of the coin. It usually doesn't happen though, unless the Bard's just first time Bard, which I don't think he is. Singe mid should probably start D shield. He did end up getting a kill off of someone. He must have just roamed. It's down CS as you'd expect a melee mid laner to be against a ranged mid laner. Bounder with the Q. We're so fast moving 380 bootsless because our W is currently active since we haven't taken damage. They didn't actually hit us with anything there. Closer we stand, the easier are these to last hit. We'll bounce off that. Auto attack E. Ooh. I'm gonna flash. I don't feel like dying. This is a lot of minions is the thing. They almost killed both of us. It's just the minion wave's so big. It's like they had 2 extra champions autoing. Ooh, got it with the Q. Oh, it was really close. So many minions. I could definitely all enter. In fact, I'm going to. We've got the Q bounce. Got destroyed. Now we have R. We could actually stay. Samira's gonna try to fight me because I'm low health. I'll pop W. I was thinking about using my R to clear the wave. We should be able to get it done with just W and spreading out our autos. Yeah, I'm gonna force her to tank this. She does have life still though, so this is somewhat efficient for her. On the bright side, when we come back to lane, she can't keep the freeze because we have a gold spent advantage. The upside to life still is if you're in a lane where you just need to survive, it can be extremely efficient. However, Samira is similar to a Draven where they want to all in you to the death. Life still is a very inadequate stat in the early game to do that. The value 1580 and 7% lifesteal gives versus having like pickaxe noon quiver is very, very low. It's for very long sustained conflicts rather than an all-in fight to the death. Life still works a lot better once you already kind of have some solid damage. That way the life still does something meaningful rather than give you an extra 10 health back per auto. I don't know if this back one can even reach her with a Q. Looks like Olaf might be coming bot side. He has 1 kill. I'll go ward. I have some wards anyways. I'll leave one right there so you can see him coming. I'll put one right there. I think he is coming. Goodbye, Samira. Played real far back after that. Nice. E into R. Down she goes. Auto attack Q. Couldn't find the Q. Auto attack Q. There's the press the attack. Almost dead. If I had R, I would have whipped it right there. We already used it on the Seraphine. Turn on our W. Swap targets for the passive. It's so astonishing how good this champ's wave clear is. You think of her as a single target champ, but she's really not. 50% slow hitting her there off of our E level 1. I think we just stay for a play and then we get out of here. Hey friend. I have really high attack speed. I probably wouldn't have done that, Seraphine. I'll let her hit me and then I'll enter here. Auto Q auto. We'll walk out 1 turret shot. We can auto and Q without even being at the tip of turret range and only take 1 shot because the Q animation is so smooth now. It's a perfect auto resetter. Max W second, push into crack, and in this game is effectively over for them. We'll push for Swifties because they don't have a tank I need to shred. And we'll go for, we could go Collector again, or we could try Searled's second item. The second item power spike, I actually think Searled's a little bit better than Collector because it gives you ability haste, which Collector doesn't. It gives you similar AD, it gives you armor pen instead of lethality, and it gives you a slow. The only downside is it will make your third item power spike weaker since it doesn't give you crit. You can't go IE third item. You'd have to go like Searled's into Bloodthirster into IE or Searled's Collector IE. Otherwise, you're not getting the full value from the IE's passive. You're not able to really access it. We get an assist with our E and dump this wave with our W on. Nice. We have tier 2 boots advantage plus fast boots over the Samira. Be nice if you could bounce Qs off of turrets or onto turrets, but your Q does not interact with turrets whatsoever. She actually walked up and hit me with an auto there. She just ate a third shot though from my item. She can win wall my R, so I don't want to try to tank the turret for that. We'll be taking that. Wait for the ER here. She can dance. I'm pretty sure she can dash to her own teammates. Oh, come on. You're dead. I have fast boots. That was so sloppy by me. I mean, she really has nowhere to go. Yeah, she's gone. I don't know if that's really worth it. It's probably not in the grand scheme of things, killing them, because they're already giving such little value anyways. We kind of just rushed it. We have them in the choke already. Go ahead and reset. I'm not going to stay for the play. I don't know where their Olaf is. Kind of want to try Bloodthirster's second item instead of Collector. It's a bit more pricey, but my support can't heal me like a Soraka or a Nami can. If you do have to go up against an MF, you should try to pick Vigar or Ashe. Those are two easy counters. Vigar, Ashe, Trist. Cog's hard for a lot of players to pull off. I think Ashe is the easiest because you save your R until she starts her R. Like right when you can tell she's about to, you just smack her with it and you all in. Ooh, Bard's coming in. Samira no win wall. She does cleanse the Bard Q. I'll go ahead and dump the wave. We just saw Olaf's top side. There's no reason to freeze. Oof, missed. We need a, what am I doing? Why am I running? I was like, I gotta defend my support. Auto Q auto. Get it too big of a goldie for them to fight us. Even if you're not ahead of your opponents on MF, once you hit 6, it's such a big power spike. Like I said, unless you have Ashe R or Trist R, it's hard to really go toe to toe with it. Because right now, our R is doing 2,500 damage. No one in this game even has that much HP. Not even the people building like HP items. So if you think about having an R that's incredibly long range in AoE, and it's doing more AoE damage to everyone than people even have HP, it's like a way better version of a Fiddle R. More range than Fiddle R too. They went back bot again. Probably solo both, and the Seraphine R is on a cooldown, which it is. Pop with the third shot on Kraken. You're normally supposed to group for the next outer turret once you get the outer bot lane turret. I don't necessarily want to steal his minions. It's not my goal. His Q's on cooldown. We'll step up to hit him. Got our E on her. Auto Q. I got snared though. We'll pop our W. Bard R a little late, but then again, I was out of position. I got snared by Seraphine underneath turret. That was sloppy on my part. Bloodthirster gives 20% crit, so we can push into IE. They got a lot of shutdowns there. They got one off of me, Seraphine, and probably the Bard. Didn't get a chance to use my R. I was playing up really, really far there. Wish Singed would have just frontlined, but I was the one who positioned the way I did. Got myself killed. Olaf's gonna have trouble getting to us in a team fight through the Scion Singed. Olaf plays best, I think, just crit with shield bow. He does way more damage, and he heals so much per auto. It's really nutty. He also has an 80 steroid in his kit to give him extra attack damage to where crit gives such high value. I think he really is a way better as a crit champ. People just haven't caught on to that. Especially when you have an enchantress support who can shield or heal you. Particularly speed up ones like Karma, Yumi. Those ones are ideal for things like Olaf. I'll be taking this. Don't mind if I do. I gotta pull off. Bard isn't... just needs to play by us, really. With how much damage we do. Don't want to blind face check the bush. I also don't want to waste my mana to get vision with E. You can go for mana mood on MF. It's just not a first item rush like it used to be with Eclipse. You can pick up a tier though after you have 2 full items if you find yourself running out of mana. It doesn't normally happen though, since their W and your Q are pretty cheap to spam. Please looking to roam on the Singed here. I'm gonna cut down deep. The only people they can roam to is Scion or the Singed. Looks like they're going for the Scion, so we'll take this turret with the Singed. The W on 134 per auto. Solid. Singed is backing. We need to back off. We're the tip of the spear. As the backliner, you should never be the tip of the spear. Their biggest win con is us just continuously throwing shutdown gold. I think Udyr might actually do well against our front line because Udyr has a lot of max health damage in his kit. It's just Udyr and Olaf both would struggle to make it to our actual back line. Having things like Malphite is pretty good for that. Or honestly, even Talia are, but Talia can't solo a backline by herself. She's so skill shot reliant. She has to land everything, and even then it can be kind of iffy unless she's fed. These guys are up super far. If Olaf misses his Q, he's kind of just doomed. Put an E on her head. She's slowed. Oh, nice. Oh, Udyr couldn't be... he did his empowered bear stance there. It's kind of interesting. I'm going to go for Herald. We'll end this game early. MF's too strong to be playing games out like this. The healing from Bloodline feels really nice. The Bloodline and Bloodthirst are synergized quite well together. She can have it, I guess. It's fine. I'd like to get one big R before this wraps up. Try to group with my teammates here. Singed has double HP items, but doesn't really have armor or magic resist. Oof, yeah. Cleanse is a borderline useless summoner spell. It doesn't interact with suppressions or displacements. So it's just really not that good. Should probably put Cleanse on a lower cooldown because 19 out of 20 times Ghost is better or Exhaust is better. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm a goner. Nowhere to kite to. I was in melee with the Olaf pretty much. Bad positioning on our part. It takes discipline, it really does. I've been playing a lot of melee champs lately, so playing stuff like MF feels very different. And you just gotta be patient, sit back, hit the R. I haven't used R in a while. Sell the D-Blade for Infinity, it's worth. We're gonna sell it anyways, and they quit. That is it. We'll take a look at damage dealt, damage taken. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, even with inting twice in a row, we had most on the team. MF balance, damage taken, very middle of the road. For runes, high value. It's not worth taking Dark Harvest on MF. Press the attack gives you the shred option, and it plays nicely into her Kraken style. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to hack the algorithm. My name is Kingsticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.